Hey, what's up, everybody? It's the Liberal Loudmouth. So today's video is the third episode in a series that I'm doing that I do reaction videos and discussions about the policy proposals that he has uploaded on donaldjtrump.com. Now, last one was about Medicare and Social Security. Let's check this one out. It is President Trump will stop China from owning America. Yeah, I doubt that. He didn't do it the last 4 years. I don't think he's going to do it again. We'll talk about that when we're done here. Let's just listen to him ramble. Take it away, Donnie boy.
China is buying up our country. While corrupt Democrats and rhino-type politicians in Washington have been spending trillions of dollars on the Green New Deal nonsense, foolish foreign wars, and providing lavish benefits to illegal aliens from all over the planet, China has been spending trillions of dollars to take over the crown jewels of the United States economy. And they are doing that. China is buying up our technology. They're buying up food supplies. They're buying up our farmland. They're buying up our minerals and natural resources. They're buying up our ports and shipping terminals. And with the help of a corrupt influence peddlers like the Biden crime family, China is even trying to buy up the pillars of the U.S. energy industry because, frankly, Biden and the group don't care about real energy. They only care about nonsense energy, energy that doesn't work, and it never will. While some are focused on China's purchases near power plants and military bases, the fact is we should be very concerned about all Chinese communist activity in the United States. As I have long said, economic security is national security. China does not allow American companies to take over their critical infrastructure, and America should not allow China to take over our critical infrastructure. I didn't allow it when I was president, and I won't allow it when we become president again. To protect our country, we need to enact aggressive new restrictions on Chinese ownership of any vital infrastructure in the United States, including energy, technology, telecommunications, farmland, natural resources, medical supplies, and other strategic national assets. We should stop all future Chinese purchases in these essential industries, and we should begin the process of forcing the Chinese to sell any current holdings that put our national security at risk. If we don't do this, the United States will be owned by China, which would make them very happy. When I'm president, I will ensure that America's future remains firmly in American hands, just as I did when I was president before. It'll happen again, and our country will be stronger than ever. Thank you.
All right. This guy talks a lot, but he doesn't say a whole lot. Here's what's going to happen with Trump's China policy. And let me be clear. I do not agree with any country. I don't care if it's China, Russia, Canada, Netherlands, Denmark. They shouldn't come into the U.S. and be able to buy anything. They shouldn't be able to buy any kind of land. Countries shouldn't own those things. Holdings of other countries should not be able to come in and buy up property or anything like that. I just totally disagree with it. I think it's antithetical to the United States. We should certainly protect our own stuff. So in that regard, I agree with Donald, but he doesn't actually care. Let me show you a couple of things to try and drive my point home that he's going to use this stuff for his own benefit and to the detriment, possibly to the detriment of the American people. Just take a look at this. Okay, now this is Mike Collins that posted this. He's a Trumplican, okay? He loves Donald Trump. He's a Republican, yada, yada, yada. According to a 2021 report by the Department of Agriculture, China owns 384,000 acres of American agricultural land. Ownership which jumped by 30% from 2019 to 2020. Now, I know we had a president during those years. Who was that? Oh, that's right. It was Donald Trump. So while he simultaneously claims that he's going to stop the purchase of farmland from China, it's happening in large part during his administration, and he didn't stop it. So what happened there, Donnie? And then also, I want to show you something that, because Donald Trump focuses on China, and there's a very specific reason he does that. McCarthyism had a huge impact on the country, right? The communist scare, where you're a communist. There's a communist. Oh my God, it's another commie. Are you a commie? So we already dealt with that. And that's all he's doing. He's using this as a fear tactic and to sound big and badass, right? But the reality is that China isn't really the issue where it comes to like farmland in the United States. Let me show you a little map here. All right, so take a look at this bar graph. These are where China ranks among foreign entities that own farmland in the U.S. Canada, look how much, 12.8 million acres. Canada. And keep in mind that this is an extremely small percentage of the total soil or, land in the U.S. But still, look at Canada. Why isn't he railing about Canada owning farmland? Why? I have a problem with that. Like, I think a lot of Republicans wouldn't be okay with other countries coming in and buying farmland that should go to Americans. Right? I think this is something that Democrats and Republicans probably would agree on. Yet here's Canada, owns all of this land for some weird reason, whatever. And then below that's the Netherlands. You got Italy, United Kingdom, China right here with the teeny tiny little sliver, not even 1 million acres, is 18th. Yet it's China that he focuses on. Right, and let's go ahead and keep scrolling down here. I want to show you this map. Canadian-owned farmland. I mean, look at all this farmland versus Chinese-owned. And here's the thing. Most of the land that China owns is owned by, or at least held by, a U.S. company, Smithfield Foods. So Smithfield Foods is like a meat packing company. They're publicly traded. It's a big company. So is Donald going to go after Smithfield Foods? Or is he just going to sit there and complain and bitch about China? So what is it, Donnie? Do you want to actually fix the problem, or do you just want something to bitch about? That's what it seems to me, that he wants to scare the hell out of everybody. There's commies everywhere, while simultaneously not doing what should be done, because Smithfield Foods could be fined into the dirt for holding land for a foreign government. A U.S.-based company holding land for a foreign government. Nobody sees the problem there. And why in the hell are we letting Canada own all this land either? And why does nobody say anything about it? So I'm sorry, all the bluster that he's talking about, it's all horseshit. Donald Trump is doing that to situate himself to have leverage in a deal that he's going to make with China in the future, because China is a huge market and there is a lot of room to grow in China for any kind of real estate, really anything. I mean, if you go into China, God, look how many people they have. And I'll give you an example of why Trump does this. You see, before he became president, for probably about 10 years, he had been trying to get trademarks in China, and they kept denying it. Deny. So then he becomes president, and unprecedentedly, he goes to Taiwan and starts, kind of buttering them up to see what kind of deals he can make there. And this kind of freaked everybody out, including Xi Jinping. So they called Trump to a meeting for China, and then all of a sudden, the very next day, guess what happened? China approved Donald Trump's trademarks. And then right after that happened, he comes out and says, oh, yeah, we're in favor of the one China policy, which means that he believes that Taiwan is owned by China. Again, this is all about Donald. Donald is all about Donald. He used the fear of the American people to situate himself in the most powerful position in the world in order to benefit himself. This is how Donald operates. It's how he's always operated. I mean, he's a businessman trying to do deals with himself, and he saw an opportunity. If he could become the president, all of the deals that he's ever wanted to do in all of these other countries, and he's been trying to do them, they all open up to him. He saw an opportunity and he took it. So from a businessman perspective, I mean, I guess kudos to him for that. But the rest of us then have to suffer, because I don't even think that Donald believes any of the crap that he spews about China any damned way. He's just using that as a bargaining tool. And that's all we're going to see. We're going to see 4 more years of the manufacturer being exported into other countries, because the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act actually incentivized companies to send more of their stuff overseas. It's true. You can look it up. He incentivized outsourcing our jobs while simultaneously claiming that he wanted to save them. He's just a liar. He's full of bullshit. Anyway, that's the video for today. I'm actually excited to go and do another one. So if you want to see all of the videos and my take on his policies, hit the like and subscribe button and push that bell icon so that you'll be notified when I drop the next one. I'm going to try to get through them as quickly as I can, but there's a lot of them. So, but you can go through the playlist and watch them all. I'll try to keep them short and sweet. All right, y'all, this is the Liberal Loudmouth, and we will catch you next time. Peace.